Hi everyone. So for those who don't know me, my name is AnitadeSouza. I am the owner of AnitadeSouza Accountancy Services, it's a mouthful, and committed to excellence coaching. I help entrepreneurs, business owners, individuals get on top of their finances. I help them to gain clarity on their finances so they can plan better, strategize better, and basically maximize their income. So today I just wanted to make a video on something that was put on my heart, and today I'll be talking about the 5 reasons why you should never give up. I decided to do this video today simply because I had a really tough day. Well, I've had a really tough day, should I say. The truth is that this week has been a very, very stressful week. And, for me, it's only Wednesday. And I was like, what am I supposed to do if my week has just started off so busy? But the truth is that although this week has been busy and stressful, it's been less stressful than last week, right? And I actually managed to get through last week. So I know I'll get through this week, most definitely. But, the thing is that sometimes you think to yourself, it's just too much. Like, why is life so stressful? I just want to sit in front of the TV, eat Ben & Jerry's chocolate brownie fudge, and just stay there. But the truth of the matter is we all go through this, and in those times you just have to think that you have to keep going. You have to know that you have to keep going. It's probably a phase, it's a difficult stage you're going through, and it will pass. My busy week last week passed, and this week will pass as well. So for me, this was something I just wanted to share. And I'm currently my 4-year-old has just started reception. My 2-year-old is starting nursery, and she's going through her settling period, and I just feel like I'm being pulled left, right and center. So at that point I thought, what do I need to do to get myself back on track? And that's when I remembered that I had to do my morning routine. So basically every single morning I have a routine that I go through, and it just helps to get my mind in the right frame. It helps me to basically, improve my mindset. And I have something called that I do called Savers, and I got it from a book called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And Savers stands for silence, affirmations, visualizations, exercise, reading, and script. So normally what I do is I set aside, can be 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how long you want to do it. And so I pray, I meditate, and then I read affirmations. So I have things like, I am perfect as I am, I am the boss of my own life, and I live it on my terms, and a lot more other affirmations you can write. Basically whatever you need to affirm to yourself to keep yourself motivated and upbeat, right? So I do the affirmations, which are really powerful because you're kind of like reprogramming your subconscious, and you are affirming all these positive things. And it doesn't happen overnight. Like, change does not happen overnight. It takes time for these affirmations to go into your subconscious, but it's something that you have to do on a regular basis, right? And then I do visualization. So this is one of my favorite things I do, where I visualize my perfect life. I literally sit there and think about all the things I want, all the things I want to achieve, and it's almost like you're living in the world that you want to be in, and by doing that, your mind cannot actually tell the difference between reality and what is not reality. So when you visualize, you're actually, training yourself and training your mind to picture you in the position that you want to be in. And so for me, I visualize every single day, and it gets to a point where I'm like, enjoying it so much, and I set my timer. So once my timer is over, I literally come out of my visualization, and a lot of the time I'm like, oh, I could have stayed there. It was really nice. Like, it felt so real. And that's what you're supposed to do, basically. It's supposed to feel real. Okay. So after my visualization, I exercise. So I haven't been to the gym for a while, but I plan to go back next week. But I do walk, I do, do a lot of other things, clean, run up and down the stairs, whatever you have to do to get your heart beating. That is exercise, basically. And I know a lot of people walk. So if you're one of those that walk, it's perfect exercise for the day. You just need to keep moving, basically. So the other thing I do is read. So I literally, as soon as I wake up, I read a chapter of a book. Doesn't matter what book it is, every single day. And sometimes I read two. So I might read in the morning, I might read at night. And that just helps you to keep motivated. I read a lot of motivational stuff. And that just helped me to keep a good frame of mind. I also script, so this is really powerful as well, because what scripting is basically just writing your thoughts down on paper. So I have my laptop, which turns into a tablet, and it's got a pen. So every day I just script, spend about 10 minutes writing. And what you find with scripting is that you're literally downloading all the thoughts in your mind onto a piece of paper or your iPad, whatever it is, and it helps you then to take all those extra thoughts that are taken space in your mind and put them on paper. And sometimes you get a lot of ideas from scripting, you get a lot of solutions from scripting, and it actually clears your mind so you can be present in what you're doing in the day. So I know someone has joined me, but I don't know who has actually joined me, but whoever it is, welcome to my live video. And so after I do my morning routine, it literally sets me up. It's my mind frame changes and I'm just ready to start my day. And so with me feeling a bit stressed and feeling like I didn't know where to turn and what to do this morning, after I did my morning routine, I felt fabulous and I was ready to go. So I definitely recommend that when you have days where you're feeling like you want to give up, or you're feeling down, or you're feeling stressed, have something to fall back on. Have a routine. Have some music that you love, and anytime you hear it, it uplifts you. Have something that you can rely on that will help you to pick you back up. So in this case, my morning routine just set me up, and I was perfectly fine after that. And so if you're saying you don't have time, I don't want to hear you don't have time. Make time. If it means you have to wake up 30 minutes earlier than your usual time, do that. If it means you have to cut back on something, like normally a lot of people, as soon as they wake up, they're checking their phones. So if it means you just leave your phone and you don't check it, and you do your morning routine before you do anything else, that's effort from you that you will thank yourself for. So make time for it. So that's the main thing I wanted to share. And I'm so glad I have this outlet to just talk to you guys and just share my experiences and my journey. And so now this leads me on to the 5 reasons why I think you should never give up on your dream, your goal, your new habit that you've got, your new hobby. This is my 5 reasons why you should never give up. So the first reason is the beginning of everything is so hard. Okay, the beginning of studying something where you actually have never studied it before, you have no idea what it's about, is very difficult. The beginning of being a mother for the first time, that is super hard. And you're stressed and you don't know how to handle your baby and all this kind of stuff. That can be really pressuring. So the beginning of starting a new business, where you don't really know where it's going and you have an idea of what you want to do, but you still can't tell if it's moving in the right direction. That is a beginning of something new, so it's gonna be hard. The beginning of starting a new job where you haven't found your bearings, you don't know who's who, you don't know what's what. That's really difficult. But with starting something, it's always difficult. So the fact is, just never give up on that. Never give up on the fact that something is hard and you're starting something new. Always keep moving forward, even if it means that you're moving a millimeter at a time. Number 2, you don't know how close you are to achieving what you want to achieve, to achieving your dream, to achieving your goal, to achieving success, to achieving a contract, to achieving a new love. You don't know how close you are. So the fact is, don't give up. There's this picture that I saw of these 2 guys who are digging for diamonds. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. I wish I could share my screen. I have to learn how to do that so some of you can see the pictures I want to share with you. And these 2 guys are digging to find diamonds. And one guy is ahead of the other. And the guy that is ahead of the other actually gives up when he's about a few centimeters away from the diamonds. Whereas the other guy is desperately and eagerly trying to get to those diamonds. He's just continuing. He has kept on going, basically. And that's the point. Like, the guy that was ahead of the other guy could have got the diamonds if he had just pushed on just a little bit more, but he gave up and put his tools on his shoulder and was walking off. So you don't know how close you are to achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve, to getting that big break, to getting that amazing job that you've always dreamed about. You are so close. So keep going, keep trying, do not give up. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't crawl, just drag yourself. But just keep moving. Whatever you do, keep moving. So the third point I have is that right before success, things go dark. So, right before morning, it gets really dark. Right before the sun starts rising, it gets really, really dark. But the point is that sometimes you may feel like, oh my gosh, this is just too much to bear. It's not. It's just that, maybe at that point you feel so pressurized. But the point is that you have to keep going because you are so close. So just before the breakthrough, just before you achieve that success, before you achieve whatever you're trying to achieve, before you're completing that project, things get super hard. So just don't give up and know that, before you achieve success or before you get there, things will be dark, things will go dark, but keep going, don't give up. Point number 4, if you give up, then what? What are you going to do next? You're going to suffer and feel the pain of giving up on something that meant a lot to you and you just felt like it was too much. Sometimes when we are going for something and things become overwhelming, you can take a break. You can actually stop for a little while, gain your energy, recuperate, and then carry on. But if you say you're going to give up, that means you're going to stop doing whatever you're doing and try something else. There are 2 types of people. So the one person that goes halfway, panics, gets scared, their mind starts playing tricks and playing games, and then you can't do this, you'll never do this, blah blah blah, and then they stop and turn around and go right back. And then there's the other person who has gotten halfway and is thinking, oh my gosh, this is too much, this is so much to deal with, I can't handle this, but I'm going to keep going. And they keep going and they get to the end and they achieve success, right? But both of them have traveled the same journey. One achieved it, the other one didn't. So in times where you feel like you can't do something, or things are getting too stressful for you, talk to somebody about it. Share your experience. Get advice. Take a break. Sleep. Eat something. Okay, now that's a bad habit, because eating under stress is not really necessarily the best thing to do. But do something that relieves you from that stress and then carry on. Okay, don't give up. Like for me, next week I have a manicure and pedicure booked, and that's my treat for going through this stressful week. So I have something to look forward to, and I know I will get through it, like you always do. It always works out, so yeah, the side note is always celebrate your wins. So when you're on a journey, you have a goal, something you want to achieve, always celebrate the milestones. Even if it's something small, celebrate it so you know that you're moving forward. That will actually motivate you and encourage you to keep going. So that's definitely a good side note to note. So just write that down. And my last point is past failure does not determine your future. Past failure does not determine your future. Actually, it's good to fail, because if you're failing and sometimes you're missing out on opportunities that you've gone for, it just means that you are moving out of your comfort zone, right? If you're not failing, if you're not having like heart palpitations sometimes, you're not panicking, you are not pushing yourself. Keep pushing yourself. Do not stop. Do not give up. You can turn things around with the right mindset. So sometimes you might feel you're not achieving enough, you're not doing what you want to do. Don't do it. You are in charge of your life. Nobody's gonna push you to do it. Do it. Don't give up on it. Don't stop. Just keep going. And then also, for me, I've started this new business and it's challenging. But yet, God being so good, I've got, paying clients. And I know that I will be successful. I know it. It's just a matter of time. But I'm not going to sit back and just give up. No, because this is my dream. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. And I'm going to do it. So if you have a dream, you have a passion, you have something you want to do, something you're good at, something that brings you life, go for it. Because no one is going to push you. No one's going to tell you, to do it. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. So if you're trying to start a new business, I say go for it. If you're trying to reach the next level at work, I say go for it. If you're trying to do big things with your life, go for it. If you're trying to live a better life, go for it. If you are trying to transform your life, go for it. Okay? If you're trying to live your dreams, go for it. And lastly, if you are trying to get your finances right, if you are trying to plan for a wonderful future, if you want to strategize for your future, and you want to build a better future, go for it. But ultimately, contact me. Book a 15-minute session with me and let's talk about your goals, your plans, your money situation, and let's get on top of it. This can be for your business, this can be for your life, this can be for, your businesses. Let's do it. Yeah. It's been great talking to you. You are the master of your life. So achieve what you need to achieve, go for what you need to go for, and just never give up. Failure is a beautiful thing. Mistakes are wonderful, and the more failure you have, the more mistakes you make, the more you can learn from it, and the more you can achieve. So with that, I'm going to say don't give up and keep moving forward, right? The last thing I'll say is, you already have everything inside of you to achieve greatness. So what are you waiting for? Take action. Been lovely speaking to you guys, and I just want to say have a great week. I'm looking forward to my manicure and pedicure next week. And yeah, I know I'll get through the week. So take care. Lots of love. Bye.
Before you leave, don't forget to like and comment, subscribe and click that bell. To follow me on my other platforms, my links are below. Click on them and they will take you straight there. Take care. Bye.